kind of study abroad experience, but I also wanted to get a business experience too, and IBS just gave that perfect blend of free time and going and learning about businesses.
I definitely got a different experience of what it's like to be in another country and what business is like in another country. It's cool to experience that and see that.
Yeah, I think experiencing stuff really helps socially. You're able to talk about new stuff with other people and whatnot, but professionally, going forward, if you get into something international, you know what the deal is, dealing with other people and stuff like that.
So there are learning experiences to be had. As I tell my students, from the moment you leave home to go to the airport to come to Europe or Asia, there are learning experiences to be had. You see marketing, you interact with people from other cultures, you have experiences on the way to places, in those places that are things you would not experience, and I encourage them to pay attention to what those experiences are and what you learn from them. So they can be as simple as marketing, they can be as in-depth as a conversation about politics with somebody on the streets in a local city, and their insightful observations about what they can learn from those is really helpful.
So you learn a lot more doing these company visits than you do learning about them in a classroom, because you're meeting with them firsthand. Like, so we just met with the CEO of MPG, and you know, he gets to give us an inside look that you just cannot get in a classroom with only outsider information.
I really didn't have any big expectations, but it was eye-opening on the differences for the international businesses for Southeast Asia, and I'm sort of glad I came to see it first, hands-on, and to see what all the difficulties doing business overseas can be.
My favorite company visit so far was definitely IKEA Thailand. I was expecting it to be totally similar to the IKEA in the United States, but it was really cool just to see their focus on culture and how they adapt their sales and marketing techniques to the country that they're in.
Definitely U.S. Commercial Services was my favorite company visit overall here in Vietnam. I really liked listening to the speakers, and I feel like I got the most out of that conversation. I feel like I learned a lot just from them answering our questions, and I really enjoyed that.
I always like walking around all the different businesses and just kind of seeing how each one is run. I actually learned a lot from Hard Rock and Lloyd's. Hard Rock, the way they have their business model and the way they market themselves is really smart. It's all very psychological. So that kind of got me more interested in learning how the human mind works and stuff like that, and how I can use that for my future business.
Well, IBS has been doing this for, I think, about 40 years. So the experience that they have as a company putting these programs together is exceptional. And everything is planned for you and the students. And they've got a lot of experience with these business visits. There's also plenty of time for the students to experience the culture of the different cities, which I think is just as important as going to the business visits. So just that wealth of experience that IBS has, they put together a great program.